Have you ever thought how a hacker can manipulate the prices on any e-commerce website? How he is able to avail, how is he able to get that product which cost 20,000 rupees in just 2 rupees? Yes guys, today we are going to discuss about this important feature of a Burp Suite. Welcome you all on a day number 8 in a 100-day series of a free bug hunting class. So today we are going to discuss about the Burp Suite important feature, that is a comparer, where the attacker sends a request by using the comparer, makes some changes into the application, and then tries to identify if that exploit actually works or not. Okay, so directly jump into the topic. First of all, please everyone mark your present, because it will be a 100-day free bug hunting class, and in the end of the day I will be providing you a free bug hunting certificate as well. So that's why you have to mark your present over here in the comment section. Also, I will make sure that by the end of this series you will be able to find out bugs in any of the live website. We will be talking about multiple live bugs as well. So directly jump onto the topic and let's get started. So as you can see, we are using a Burp Suite. In the previous days we have discussed about the previous features. If you have not watched the video, I request you please go back and please watch the old videos as well, so that you understand how these different type of tabs will work. Today we are going to discuss about comparer. Now before going into the comparer tab, first of all you need to open, yeah, now first of all you need to first start this Burp Suite and clear the previous history that we already have. Okay, so I just need to clear my previous history so that we can start with the fresh data. Okay, or either you can just filter the information as well. So now let's suppose I am here. Okay, I am here, and we have some e-commerce website. For this basically you can use Aconetics, some vulnerable website. Aconetics also provide a vulnerable website. If you don't know who is Aconetics, so Aconetics is basically a vulnerability scanner. Okay, so this provides you various web application where you can do your bug hunting and pen testing related sort of things. Okay, these are the vulnerable applications, so just click on each one of them to check where we get the e-commerce option. Okay, so now as you can see, these two websites are there: testphp.vulnweb.com. Another one is a testasp.vulnweb.com. These two are the different website which you can use for testing. Especially I'm also using this. Even if you wanted to, yeah, okay, let me refresh the page again. Perfect. Now you can also check for demo.testfire.net. Perfect, for doing the manipulation sort of a thing. Yes, now the first thing that we have to do is to log in into your account. First of all, we'll go and I'll just type admin, admin. I'll just log in into my account so that I will find out a parameter where I can do some manipulation. Now as you can see in the background, in the just proxy part, you can see under the HTTP history you will be able to see all the traffic which is going through from your which is passing through your Burp Suite. Okay, initiated by your browser. Now as you can see, now I will go over here and there is an option to check your bank account details, view account details. So there is an option 8800000. So corporate banking. Another one is a checking. So right now I'm going to check my this account. Click on go. So now, okay, now here you can see I'm able to fetch the data of this particular account. Okay, so we are able to see this 8 lakh corporate account. Now what we have to do, we have to go in a Burp Suite. So in Burp Suite, as you can see, this request is here. With the help of that, we are able to fetch the information that what all details are present regarding this account. Now you can send this request into the repeater tab. Now in the repeater tab, we have already discussed in the previous video. I will not go into the detail of the repeater part, but because we have already discussed it, today we are going to cover the comparer part. So what we will do, for the first thing that we have to do, we will send the request normally. Now I will just tell you what is the importance of the repeater part. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, perfect. So now in place, yes, now when you are using a repeater, so we have the browser, this is a browser, okay, and we have the server. So now when you are sending a request directly, you can send your request from browser to server. Now we have a burp suite which is in the middle of it. Okay, it is capturing all the traffic which is coming from the browser and going to the server. Okay, now if some request you wanted to make some changes, you can also make some changes and you can initiate that request from your burp suite to the server by making use of the repeater tab. Okay, so it's a repeater tab which basically helps you to repeat the same request multiple time. Okay, so this is how it works. So yeah. Okay, now what I will do, I will just simply send the request to get to fetch some information about the 8 lakh rupees 8 lakh account 80000. Now might be possible there is a big amount of a response which is present over here. Now it's not possible to analyze the compare the result of each and every line with other request. So what I will do, I will just send this response into the comparer option. Okay, now what I will do, I will just make change over here as well, 8000001. So now I will just try to send a request. Now as you can see, I've made some changes into the request. Okay, now again I'm getting the big response. So what I will do, I will just send this request send this response into the comparer option. Now the comparer contains two different responses. Now I wanted to compare between these two responses, that what is the difference between both of them, and is there any changes that we have found or not by making some changes over there. So as you can see, the first request, the length is 80721, another one is a 80732. Okay, so now there is in the below there is an option how you are going to compare this, compare word by word or byte by byte. So I'm just going to select word by word. Okay, just click on it. You can see some both the responses are over here. Now let's suppose if I'm going down again, I have to go down over here. So one by one, it's not easier for me to analyze both the requests. So what I will do, there is an option sync view just below my image. You can see sync view. So when we clicked on that option sync view, that means whatever now you will do, it will scroll both the requests together. If you wanted to scroll from left to right or right to left, it will scroll both the requests together so that you can see what all changes are there. Now in the here in the below, you can see some key is there. So modified will be displayed here in the blue part, then deleted if some part is deleted from the response, then you will see in a pink option. Then if some data is getting added, you will see in the green option. So the first thing that is modified is the time. As you can see, this is the time. Okay, the time is getting modified, even the length is also getting modified. Now if there is a changes in the data, so definitely it must be there somewhere in the response part. So just scroll down to check where the changes are made. Yes, as you can see, account history for 8 lakh corporate account history for 8 lakh 1. So it means when we have changed the parameter, it basically switched the another account. Okay, in the below when you see, so as you can see the ending balance, you can check the ending balance, both ending balance are different. So it means by making some changes directly from by using the repeater and by making use of the comparer option, we can compare between two different responses, two different requests. Both thing can be possible. So comparer is one of the best option where you can see. Now as you can see here, you can deleted option. So this particular section is present over here in the response 1 but not in the response 2. So this is how you can make use of the comparer option. It's one of the most beautiful option when you do the SQL injection, or maybe when you are trying to insert multiple queries into the application. At that time, it's not easier for a big response to compare word to word. So this particular feature helps you to identify what all changes are made into the response or into the request, so that it will be much easier for you to compare both the request, both the response. So this is how the comparer option works. So we have already discussed about all the points over here. Now this is a very important feature. Now in the upcoming classes, we will be discussing about logger, organizer and extension. Now when we will start with the vulnerability assessment part, after covering these three options, in the next video we will be covering all three options together, so that we will be able to start our vulnerability assessment first, okay, by making use of a zap proxy, and then I will let you know how to conduct a vulnerability assessment on any live website, what will be your approaches? Please make sure that this series will be a industry based series where I will be letting you know the challenges that we generally face when we conduct a vulnerability assessment when you are doing this for the live website. So what all things that you have to make sure that these things should not be there. Let's suppose when you do a security testing or maybe vulnerability assessment on any live website, so we have to look for the window where the application contains a less kind of a traffic, maybe in the late night. Okay, manual testing can be done within the during days as well. We don't because there will be no performance related impact on the application part. So there are multiple things that we are going to discuss because it's an industry based series. If you are planning to make your career in cyber security, this series is an important part of your journey. Okay, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button because I will be uploading regularly the videos on a bug hunting, especially from the industry point of view, for the live bug hunting point of view. So it will be very much useful for you. And if you will find some value add on by this video, please don't forget to hit the like button because your like will give me a motivation to create more videos on this topic. Also comment if you have any type of a questions, maybe some part you are unable to understand, maybe some part you want me to elaborate more. So just write down your questions in the comment section. I will reply all those questions. So I think that's all for this video. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.